Hello and welcome. You run out of top 5 tips for New World videos to watch and you found yourself here? Well, settle on in, because I've got 5 slightly unorthodox tips that aren't going to make you better, but might make you enjoy the game more. From my, 25-30 hours of experience. I know I said it already, but I mean it. These are not pro tips. I do not have any MMO experience except for Destiny 2, but that doesn't count. This will not make you better, but it might make you enjoy the game more? I don't know. I myself am a pretty big consumer of the 5 new tips for really any new game player, but I've never felt compelled to make my own video on something, but I feel like there was an absence of discourse from people who don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So I decided, hey, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'd be perfect. So my first tip, which I feel is universal for any new game, is don't Google everything right away. Especially in a game like this, exploring the world and discovering how things work is really fun and really rewarding, and something I think we don't really get a lot of anymore, because if you get stuck on a quest, you can Google it and within 30 seconds you know exactly what you're doing wrong, and then, you can move past it. I mean, for stupid stuff, fine. If it's bad game design, it's like, well, how was I supposed to figure this out? But, I think the struggle is part of the fun, and I'm really guilty of doing that. I've done it a little bit with this game, but I've been finding myself, the more I discover on my own and don't look up, the more fun I'm having. But if you're here, you're probably looking things up already, but, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Just maybe, the next quest you get to, and maybe if you get stuck, maybe take some time and figure it out on your own. I feel like a lot of my best memories with video games was me and my 2 cousins, huddled around this shitty TV in the basement just trying to figure out how to get to the next level in some game on a PS2. Discover. Discovery feels good. Now, something else that I wish I did sooner in this game was joining a company. Companies are basically guilds, except they're called companies, which is super fun. We love an original name. Now, there's definitely a level requirement, so it's not something you're going to be able to do right away. I think you have to be able to join a faction first, and then you can join a company. But once you can, definitely do that. Even better, if you're looking around at the regions of the map that your faction controls, look at which company, claimed that region and is governing it, and try to join that one. I got lucky and was able to do that in Weaver's Fen, so when I'm high enough level to, survive there, I'll get all those company controlling bonuses, which is pretty neat. I think once we're all high enough level and settled in, me and my 7 friends who are currently playing this will probably make our own company, but 7's kind of a small amount of people to get anything done as a company in this game. You really need a lot of gold and a lot of people to make claims for territories, so feel free to drag all your friends into one and carve out your own little subsect of said company. Now, I know I said these tips won't make you better, but this one actually might help. Collect, mine, and gather literally everything you see as you're walking around. There's no reason not to unless your inventory is already full. When you get back to the town and you unlock the storage shed, which you do very early, you just throw all of that in there, and then later down the line, if you start to explore different crafting or trade skill stuff, you've got a bulk of resources that you might need or you might not need. Also, the free market in this game is a little weird right now, so maybe one day lemons will be really expensive, and maybe you stockpiled lemons. Lemons come to mind because I'm looking for lemons. If you stockpiled lemons, can I have them? I need lemons. Especially when you are exploring new territories, collect all of the herbs you can. Those are those little purple plants, because different regions have different herbs attached to that same plant. So plants in Weaver's Fen and First Light look the same for herbs. They're the same purple little bush, but you'll get different herbs from them and spices, which is really neat. Again, I need dill as well, and dill is only found in I can't remember. One specific thing you should be looking out for while you're walking around is iron. If you see iron, pick it up, mine it, because 1, it's good to get your mining trade skill up, and 2, iron is pretty useful in just about everything. It is a hotly contested resource. It is oftentimes outside of Windsward, where I've kind of cut out my home. I see people sprinting at iron veins, and whoever gets to it first gets to mine it. So if you see them, pick them up. Now back to the useless advice for enjoying the game. Something that I have found to enhance my experience in this game is setting goals aside from just doing the quests that are, made out for you. For instance, I got really into fishing because I love fishing sims. Anytime there's a fishing element to a game, I get a little excited. But A, the fishing in this game is awesome. B, I got into it kind of as a joke, and then I realized I can use all this fish that I'm catching for arcana stuff, cooking. So, set a goal. Get really into a trade that maybe your friends or people in your guild or faction aren't really focusing on. And see where it takes you. Fishing is the first one that I got into, but jewel crafting looks cool. I mean, that's going to involve mining, so you got to go mine for gems and stuff that are hidden in iron and gold veins. So, yeah, go do stuff. The game is by no means sparse of content to do, but some of the questing can get a little repetitive, so I think it's important to find things that you want to focus on and set your own goals so that you don't get bored. Now, my last word of advice is seemingly really obvious and kind of cliche, but I think in order for MMOs to be fun, you kind of have to make them fun. For instance, my cousin, who is famously not into religion, and me, who is famously not into religion, joined the Covenant, which is the uber-religious faction, and we are role-playing as religious psychopaths, trying to spread the light by killing everyone we see. Yes, we're doing our quests, and yes, we're grinding out our trade skills, but we're also spending time being a little silly, a little quirky, one might say. I personally think you have to bring a little bit to a game like this to have fun. Again, you could play this whole game, start to however far the level cap is, beat the main storyline, and I think you'd probably have a good experience if that's your thing, but I think it's way more fun when you use it as a sandbox to have fun in. I mean, I've never made a video about any video game like this before, and I don't know, I'm having so much fun with this one that I felt compelled to throw my hat in the ring, one might say. That sounded stupid. But I'm gonna keep it, because I can't find a synonym for throwing my hat in the ring. What the fuck? What else I don't know. Anyway, if you're looking at tip videos to hear commentary on the game as to whether or not you might enjoy it, you should play it. For $40 one time for a game of this size and pretty, honestly, very cool mechanics in there, yeah, I'd say go and play it. But if you're already playing it and you're looking at videos, I would say stop right now. Stop and just go play. Make a friend in your faction or bring a friend along with you, and have fun with it. And if for some strange reason you appreciated my commentary on this game, leave a comment. And if you hated my commentary on this game, you should leave an even longer comment. Your hate fuels my soul. I'm kidding, of course, because no one's gonna see this. But anyway, if you like this video, like it. If you want to see more videos, let me know, and I'll make one, because I can do that. Thanks for watching, and may the spark shine in you all. That's a Covenant joke. See, I'm doing it right now. I'm gonna go play New World.